Bienvenidos and welcome a Cositas Mami Never Told Me, a podcast that dives deep into the Latin cultural norms that have long haunted the feminine genre. Montate and buckle up porque it's going to be a roller coaster ride. Nos fuimos!
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Back together again.
In one room. So exciting.
How's everybody doing?
You know, I had my first fan encounter.
Yay! She's so excited.
Shout out to Millie.
Millie. Hi, Millie.
Hi,
She's the
Millie
best.
and her wife. I was at TJ Maxx. And
Was it Glastonbury? TJ Maxx?
Yes.
Okay.
But no, I guess that's East Hartford.
Manchester. Oh, yeah.
And someone came up to me and I was like, yes. And she was like, you do the podcast with Diana? I said, I do. And then for a moment, I was like, is this going to go bad? And she was like, I love the podcast. I listen to the podcast. And then she calls her wife over and she was like, this is the podcast I listen to. It was so sweet. It was so sweet.
That's awesome. I love running into people like that.
And they fell in love with Sophie. And then I told her that. I was like,
Diana, Sophie's amazing.
Thank you. And then Diana was like, Sophie was like, you listen to my mommy's podcast, Cositas? Anywho, but Diana always runs into people. I don't. So Millie, shout out to you, Crown. You will always be my first fan encounter.
And when you guys see her in the streets, go up to her.
Or don't. Because I don't be out there like that. I don't be out there like that.
Neither, I promise.
But I TJ Maxx. I was like, but it was that feeling. It's funny because I'm not a celebrity. But I definitely was like, should I say yes?
Yes.
What if the energy was like,
if
that one episode y'all did, that shit was whack? Y'all whack? Because, then I'll be like, I'm with my kid. I don't really know how to respond. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a little PC. But she was great. And she was like, no, because I did say, I was like, Diana and I worked so hard on this podcast that sometimes we're like, what should we keep doing this? What are we doing? And she was like, no, the topics you guys hit are so great. So that made me happy. She talked about
Millie,
the topics.
thank you.
She talked about the topics. She was like, you guys are having conversations that people should be having. Oh my God. They would be a great potential couple to have.
And they've been married too for a while.
The LGBTQ community and being Latina.
Hello, Louis too though.
Louis, great.
Sorry, Louis.
Because we've been wanting to do an episode because we talk about so much about relationships, and we always of course, try to be as inclusive. But I think there's no other way to be inclusive than to have real. Louis is in a very successful marriage. Mm-hmm. Millie's in a very successful marriage, and I feel like there's something to be said about Latinos, brown. Couples within the LGBTQ community and just kind of educating us. Mm-hmm.
And stop making it so fucking taboo. It's people loving people. That's it.
Right. But I would love to hear, that to me.
Their struggles and shit.
It's like real love.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when they got to go through so much.
This is what I'm saying.
Because we go through struggles, right? With women and men.
Because these ninjas out here is ridiculously.
But sometimes the women too. Because I know I could be
yeah,
handful.
You need to inject guidance.
I could be a handful a lot of times. So imagine it being like not only like two men, two women, but then having the outside world.
Yes.
And their fucking opinions, their comments and bullshit.
Me of which is still probably very prevalent, but it reminds me of back in the day when interracial couples couldn't be together. I just feel like I think we've grown a little bit, but there's still a lot of ignorance in the brown and Latino community about.
Remember when Jungle Fever came out? And people were calling it Jungle Fever, and I'm like, you can't say that. You can't call it Jungle Fever.
And even us being Latinos, there's a lot of BS that goes around when you decide to date a black man.
Oh my goodness.
Tú vas a estar con un moreno. And I'm like.
Or the other way around. Why you with that Puerto Rican girl?
I dealt with that for 20
I'm
years.
like, bro.
20 years. So yeah, we would love to explore that in a real way. I think that would be really dope.
That'd be dope.
That'd be really dope. Anyway, D, how's your week been?
My week? My weekend, I had a good time watching the girls' basketball tournament, Final Four. As you know, we're a big time sports family in my house, so we were watching the men and the women, UConn's women and the men, which are playing today. The women are done, but it was good to see I think Staley is her last name.
The coach.
She's amazing.
Played for UConn, right?
No, she played for Virginia, I believe. But she was one of the top players back in the day. And her style and just the way that she is, you could tell her vibes and the way that she says that she lets the kids be kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how she teaches them, because you can't make them be anybody else. And by that age, 19, 20, these kids already they're like already grown. Like, yeah. So
they won one.
They won the whole thing. Yeah. So amazing. that was a great game. And
UConn men is still in it.
Yep, they play tonight against Purdue
for the final.
For the championship.
Yeah, I guess I gotta watch.
It's so funny because I have a friend that works at UConn, and I won't say his name because I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but he said that within this whole tournament season, they've received 60,000 additional applications for kids wanting that, additional to what they've received in the past. For kids wanting
for sports,
they saw
to go to UConn.
Well, they saw the spike once the basketball started. Mm-hmm. You know, because we're known for basketball. When I say I'm from Connecticut, people are usually, UConn Huskies. I'm like, if I brought you to stores, you would be like, where the fuck am I? Oh, there's cows out here. Yes.
And that's stores, it's UConn. You drive into stores, it's UConn. You drive out, it's UConn. That's it.
Farmland.
It's like one bar.
There's a couple now. There's a couple. Like, and they even have a alumni hotel on campus. Girl, they got insomnia cookies, which is my jam.
Well, they got smart because there's really nowhere else to stay.
There was no
to stay really far.
Right. So they got really smart. There's another hotel that was built like right before you get to the actual stores. But yeah, they did get smart. When I saw that, I was like, I told my daughter, you don't want to go here? This is like a little city. She was like, Mom, I'm good. I was like, ooh. She don't want to go to you. She want to go to Howard. So let's see how that goes. She finds out on Friday.
I was going to say, when is acceptance letter?
She finds out on Friday. Girl. Everybody else has said yes. Like, she has 9 other potential schools with $35K and more in academic scholarships and all this stuff. Howard. She wants Howard.
Of course she wants Howard, especially now that Kamala Harris is a graduate and their application percentages have increased significantly.
A lot. And they only have like 32%
acceptances. Mm-hmm. But anyway, in the name of Jesus, that's what she wants.
Yeah, well, she said, I feel like if I'm meant to go there, it'll be me. And if not, then I have 9 other schools that I can go to. I was like, that's a great attitude to have. Because I don't want her to be like, oh my God, Howard didn't accept me.
You know what's crazy? That's amazing. 9 other schools. I think I applied to 3 schools. I
applied to 1. Central, they said no, and my life was over. I was so fucking depressed. Why don't they want me? Their fault.
Central said no?
They said no, but my grades were horrible.
Oh. And I'm assuming you weren't volunteering or anything.
I was doing shit. I was smoking weed and drinking alcohol.
Wow, but look at you now. This is what I'm saying.
I do none of it now.
Whenever you decide to pivot and make the move, it can happen.
It can happen.
Yeah, I applied to UHAR and Columbia. I got into Columbia, which was amazing. They didn't give me no money. And my mama was not happening. And then UHAR paid for everything. So I was like, I'll go to school there. And then I'll go to law school. And then I got a job with Puff and I never went back to school.
My daughter, she got into UHART. She got into Eastern. She could practically go to UHART and Eastern for free. But yeah, and there's these other schools like Rutgers.
What is she looking for most in her experience?
She was high on making sure that when she went on to the site that they not only represented diversity on the site, but she went in and started just to look to see what groups and what activities she would have, to be a part of. Because as you know, Windsor's very diverse. So, and when kids leave Windsor, they're in the shock of, oh shit, everybody's separated.
Especially if you go to like a school in the South, like Alabama, like those bigger schools are very white.
And it's so funny because I think I've said it in the past that I ran into one of my older son's friends and he went to UConn. And he said that when he was going to like different parties, he wanted to go to some of the black parties because he grew up with a lot of black Spanish kids in Windsor. And that he would go to the black parties and the black parties would be like, oh, you're at the wrong party. And he was like, no, I'm here with my friend. Like,
is he not black?
He's white.
Oh, there's the trick.
Yeah. And so then he would tell like the white friends that he met at UConn, well, no, this is my boy. Like, since grade school, like we went from kindergarten all the way to high school. Like I've slept at his house, he slept at my house. Like you can't tell me to hang out with. You know what I'm saying? So he ran into the whole people calling him a wigger and
what is that? Oh.
Yeah. So he was just like that. It was a culture shock, but that him and his friends.
And that's UConn,
that's UConn. Exactly.
Not that.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. So it took him and like 4 other kids that were white as well to get together, form a group, and have like his black and Spanish friends educate some of these white kids to be like, we grew up together. This is my boy. This is like my brother. Like, I'm not changing that just because you're telling me I got to hang out with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, so my daughter's looking for diversity. She's looking for things to do around the area. She's looking for potential places where she can intern. Like she has like a whole.
Good for her.
She's totally different from me because I would have been like, where the party at?
Yeah.
That would have been my prerequisites. How are the parties? And who's bringing the weed? Back in the day.
How? Oh, not anymore?
Well, I do gummies every once in a while. Nah, I need them for sleep.
Okay. What else was your weekend consisted of?
That's it. I was just relaxing. I wasn't trying to do too much. I was just chilling. I went to Harry's birthday party. I don't know if he still listens, but they had a birthday party and I had a good time over there too. So yeah, we had a great time. It was a good weekend. It's a different thing when people start getting older. The parties are different. I was looking around like,
this
old
is
as
it.
fuck.
This the crew?
No, not this is it. If not, like people are still drinking the same amount. People are still smoking the same amount. But back in the day, people would like arm wrestle. They would like, do little stupid shit. Now everybody's just sitting around talking about their knees hurt, their back hurt.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, this is great. Okay.
Amazing. Well,
your weekend.
What did I do? I had a very quiet weekend. I worked out. We went to the library. I went to a new church, which was fun.
What church is it?
Right, it's called The River. It's really small. Because I was going to my cousin's church, but I think I mentioned on here, I still need to figure out how I feel about going to church with my entire family, where my cousin's the pastor and her husband. I think it's it's a Spanish church. They have a translator, but it's non-denominational, but it's more Pentecostal, and it's very like, I think I'm just looking for a new fellowship. I'm looking to meet people and be around.
What about Vox? Well, is it Vox? It's like it's sort of kind of like that.
New wave.
Like that Harlem. Like that Harlem. Yes.
Where's
that? Downtown Hartford. That's where Jenny goes. Friend Jenny. Yeah, so I'll tell her to give me the information. I was actually looking forward once this phase of coldness goes by. I want to do a tour of churches. I just want to do the different churches. I just want to go to different ones
and
just to see.
Yeah, it's a little difficult with when you have a kid because like the one I went to, the only thing is they didn't have a kids ministry for that time. So it's like I'm trying to focus. She does good during worship, but then when the service starts, it's like I had to bring coloring books. I had to bring all these activities, and they were really good about it. And Sophie's pretty chill, but it's like I still can't like fully focus on the word. So that was fun. But really, I'm excited about April. April's my birthday month, and I'm gonna be celebrating for like 3 months. So I'm good. I'm letting go of a lot of things. I'm receiving a lot of things. I'm opening myself to a lot of things.
Opening and receiving.
All the things. Opening and
receiving.
That's very exciting. I'm expanding my network more to New Haven, if you get what I'm saying. For the time being, but I have a lot of travel coming up, so that's exciting. Mm-hmm. And I'm working on a few projects that I'm excited about. So, that's it. Same shit, different day. And my highlight was running into Millie.
She's like cool.
Her energy was so great.
She's so cool. She's always so cool. She's always, and that's Ed's sister.
She told me.
Okay.
She said that she is Jalen's aunt. I didn't know if she was Ed's sister or not, but
that's
aunt.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
There it is. Oh. Wait, what's happening in current events that I wanted to talk about? Oh, today's the
lunar eclipse that's going to have everybody feeling like...
First of all, Mercury's in retrograde. Oh. So, for my sign, Taurus, Aries rising. Shout out to Yadi, who's always giving me my astrological...
I don't know shit about none of that.
See my text exchange, sir. Okay, this lunar eclipse is happening. What exactly does this mean? She's fucking schooling me on the houses and in the 5th house and in the whatever, and you land in the whatever house. And I was like, okay, do I need to be outside? Do I need to be inside? Do I need to find these glasses? Like, what am I doing? Like, I don't understand all the houses. She's like, she did say that this month, do not act in haste. Emotions are high. And the minute that you want to respond, pause. And that is very difficult for me. And I was like, is that just this month? Because I feel like that's the story of my life. Oh. We're also doing something really fun. We're getting some pictures taken today. Shout out to Jay. Jay Lyric.
Jay Lyric, yep.
Proper.
Jay Lyric.
DJ photographer, all things extraordinaire. So that's great.
So if you see some flashing, whatever.
Oh, should we talk about the rebranding?
Yes! Let's do it!
We haven't talked about the rebranding.
Yes.
So we haven't quite finalized exactly how we're going to present it. We've gotten a little feedback. Mm-hmm. What's her name? Okay, we won't shout out.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate the feedback. Mm-hmm. So we are thinking of transitioning from cositas to things mommy never told me. But we still are going to play with cositas in there somewhere because
in
cositas has definitely become like the thing. Mm-hmm. But what we found that as we get more attention and more traction and as we pick up a lot more mainstream stuff, it's difficult for people to find us, follow us, because if they don't speak Spanish, they don't know how to spell cositas, number one.
And they don't remember the name.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And number two, people automatically think it's just a podcast for Latinos.
Spanish people. When we talk about a lot of relatable things that a lot of people from a lot of different groups and races and sexual preferences can,
Yeah, so we're going to figure out a logo. We're going to figure out what that looks like, but we're going to incorporate it. But we did hear you. And the funny thing is, stop. Our photographer is walking by right now.
Jay Lyric.
Shout out to Jay Lyric. So he's trying, I was trying to speak by like a snail, and everything is cracking in his body, honey. It is not working. Okay.
Oh my God, that was good.
But the funny thing is that we have had some feedback about things, and we understand and we feel your passion. We're just as passionate about.
And there was a few people. It wasn't just one.
No, there wasn't. Then on my end too, when we talked about it, I kept telling Diana, we want to figure out a way to keep it incorporate, like from the logo presentation, and we'll always still refer to it as cositas. But that's super exciting.
That's exciting.
So we're going to change the logo. We're getting some pictures taken.
Yes. So it's not just the palm tree. It's going to be our faces.
Something like that. Yeah. And shout out to Alyssa, who's really been taking over a lot of the social media.
Yes, Alyssa. We love and adore you, girl.
She's the best. She's such an anomaly.
She's going to be so fucking beast out here.
Beast. What? When you need legal representation, look at that. We have one attorney in our family. We have Alyssa. I mean, if anybody's in trouble.
Everybody's in trouble.
She wants to, because she wants to go into litigate, like public. I think she does, right? Mm-hmm. Public defense. Anyway, that was that. And I think that's super exciting, the logo.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And we also know some people that can play around with logo design and stuff too. So
or
that'll be cool.
Come up with it on Canva.
True that, which will be free.
Cool. What's the topic this week?
The topic is just summer plans, memories about summer, taking trips in the summer. I don't know. To me, like the summer air and then just summer period just brings like, it could be cold as heck here and I go to Puerto Rico. Like, remember when we went in January? My mood totally changed the moment.
Is it today?
Today's beautiful.
Sun.
It's beautiful.
I mean, it's a lunar eclipse, yes, but today's sun and smell.
Yes.
Today is like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Happening.
Oh my God. It's spring. It's the summer.
Everyone's the 9 months you wait for here on the East Coast for these 3 months.
But I'm going to need people to get ready for the summer.
Oh, and there comes the list.
Okay. I'm going to need folks to shave their legs. I'm going to need folks to get their toes done. Okay? I'm just saying.
Shave legs?
Shave your legs. You cannot present winter legs in the summer. You cannot. You cannot.
Do people do that?
Yes.
Like, do people
Harry.
do that who do shave, or do they just not shave?
Well, I've seen, maybe I'm a nosy person, but I've seen a high ankle jean where people just shave.
Oh, damn! You really like investigating, not a high ankle jean.
Hairy as hell. If the hair's coming up the cuff.
But by the way, if the hair is coming up the cuff, TMI, that's not even winter hair you should have.
That's like 3 winters.
That's a sign that you are getting none. Or you know what? Some men don't mind and are into it. So guess what? Kudos to you, girlfriend.
Awesome.
Kudos to you, girlfriend. Kudos to you. Phil never cared. I mean, I'm lasered everywhere, TMI. But he didn't really care. I guess
at the end of the day, men don't give a fuck as long as they just get the booty.
Warmth.
They don't.
The warmth in the ball.
I think as long as it's wet and it's warm, they don't give a fuck what the hell is happening with the hair.
Damn.
Yeah, because, there's always like all these little, accoutrements, where you're like dressing it up, right? So you're putting the lingerie, you're doing all this bullshit. They don't give a fuck about none of that. And the dude that says they do, then okay. But probably 1%.
It's nice in theory, but it's like the whatever is under it is what matters. Mm-hmm. So I remember one Valentine's Day, I was like, oh, I had bought this lingerie, and then whatever, I'm not going to give it away. But I never put it on. I was waiting butt naked and just had it over my shoulder, like the lingerie.
Bring that shit back.
And then it was just like, let's keep the tag on this.
Right.
It's giving the moment vibes of the silk and lace, but it's right here. And it was a great evening.
Yeah, because like you said, in theory is amazing, but then that shit ain't fucking comfortable, number one. Number two, I don't like lace.
I remember before my surgery, right? Because I'm small frames and I'd try to buy these things and I'd be like, this shit is not.
No.
Like, what is up with mannequins? Like when they, for real, sidebar, whatever. So when they create these lingeries and intimates and laces, it's like, are they really working with real women's body? You're not.
I think that
you're not working with real women's.
Think
you have to have big breasts.
I was about to say
have little breasts. You have to, because even if the sizes get bigger, it's like, let's say, for instance, the lace is here. La teta te cae 20 meters below the lace. It's like, trust me, it is not.
How about, like you said, you're lasered. I'm not lasered. My shit is trimmed. It's low. My shit is low. It's not like, it's not like, you don't need a bushwhacker. My shit is low. But if you wear a fucking lace bikini or something like that, and you rip the shit off, bruh, and a passionate, like, that shit is not conducive.
That shit is not returnable.
Or if you wear it, it's not returnable. But what I'm saying is, if you got it on, right, and you're all passionate, you about to rip shit off, the hair's all up in the lace, it's going to rip your shit off. That's what I'm saying. And then the moment is gone because your pussy hurt.
Okay. We went from summer hairy legs
to summer hairy pussy.
to always
go back. My bad, y'all.
Always. What are some of your, let's reel it in. What are some of your favorite
summer memories? For me, my favorite summer memories are all of my cousins getting together and going to the beach. Favorite.
Do you guys
we still do that.
Oh,
we still do that now. And the number one beach that we used to go to was Ocean Beach. And we used to go all the way to the end and get the gazebo and then put our grill in the back because you can't have it on the beach. So we used to have it in the back. So the beach and it was like right there close to the bathroom and closer to the gazebo.
To the food thing?
Yeah. Got it. So, yeah. No, closer to the end of the beach.
The other side.
Yeah, past the playground.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So those are my favorite memories, having all of us together. Everybody's bringing some type of food from their house. Everybody's bringing some type of game. And it was very competitive. It still is, even though we old as fuck. We've been playing volleyball for real. Okay? There's no money involved, but the bragging rights are for real. Yeah, so those are my favorite memories, but like just smells and the sounds of summer nights and just like the ease that you have. You're not running because you're freezing. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. I just love no.
It's funny because you seem to strive in the warmer climate.
Because I don't belong here.
I was going to say,
we don't belong here.
When are you transitioning?
Wow. Funny you should say that.
Okay. Are we making any announcements?
We're not making any announcements right now, but I did tell my husband, our daughter graduates this year. We no longer have to be in Windsor. So I'm going to manifest that some amazing things are going to happen. And I may just be making a move with you to California sometime.
You never know. I lived here for so long, and then I lived in New York for 20 something years, but yeah, no, I had to, my transition was for personal reasons or whatever, but, this weather, it's not, you know what? It's not just the weather. I've realized there's a few things that have like revealed themselves to me, and this is no offense to anybody, but one, three things actually. One, I left home for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that part.
Home feels good and home feels comfortable in theory, but then I realized I left home for a reason. That's one. Two, there is something to be said about as people get older and they create their own routines and they have their own families and they have their own thing, that it's like, I've come to realize I am my own village. And then third, my realization in this season is that people tend to fucking hibernate for real. And I think when I lived here, I didn't realize it because I lived in New York.
Right.
But smaller towns specifically, people have no problem just like hibernating. Whether you're single, whether you're married, they just become
stay home.
They go.
And I don't think COVID helped it.
And now with COVID, people just stay home.
I don't think COVID helped.
Like even this winter, I went skiing, I went snowboarding, I'm outside, I'm still going hiking, I still do my 6 miles. Like I make an effort to be outside, but it's like,
where the fuck the people at?
Nobody else is outside.
But when the sun come out,
forget it. But
everybody outside.
I'm like, wait, so people wait 6, and I say people as if I didn't live it for 40 years, but people wait 9 months for 3 months. That's
crazy. Well, that's what I was telling my husband.
I can't do that.
I was like, we need to find a job where you can work from wherever, so like that we can do whatever.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I've realized
there's like these short-term rentals in Puerto Rico. Like
that's the thing.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like how now, especially for you, because you can work from anywhere. You guys can literally live
anywhere.
That's beautiful. I mean, that's how I am too, thank God. But it doesn't have to be. LA is very expensive. But a lot of people are going to Florida. A lot of people are just like, I can't do this anymore. But it does something, I think, to being older too, because I think in your 20s, I lived in London for 2 years. It rains all the time. I don't even remember the rain. Like, I didn't even care. I was still out. I was still about.
And it was London.
And it was London too, but I think as you get older,
weather,
you're like, what did you put on Instagram a while back where you're like, I'm at the age where if I don't want to go out and I want to stay in, I don't need nobody questioning me.
Right.
Okay.
Or if I go out and I can't find parking, I'm bringing my ass back home.
Be dressed and out. And if I find parking, I'm going home. There's no parking.
I don't have a problem.
I need circling clocks. Because guess what? I didn't even want to be here.
I actually told Rachel the other day, I was like, we should go to get something to eat, like after working out. And she looked at herself. She was like this? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, damn, I forgot. She's single.
Right.
I'm married. I was like, I don't fuck how I look like, but you want to go home and change?
Every moment is an opportunity for you.
Yeah. But to me, it's like, if they see you that way and they like you, then when you show up.
No, bullshit.
No?
No, bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay.
Go ahead with what you're about to say.
Okay.
Some bullshit.
It's happened to me. It's happened to me where they see me in my bummy clothes or whatever, my workout clothes. And then they see me, they were like, oh shit, you clean them good. And I'm like, yes, I do.
Well, that's an anomaly because that's some bullshit.
I don't give a fuck. Yo hago una gorrita and I go get some wings. I don't care.
The thing is, I was literally about to say your gorrita changes the whole look.
Yeah.
The whole vibe.
Yeah, but
So
yeah, we were straight out of the gym though.
Grimy gully, straight out the gym. Okay.
And I told people if I stink, I just left the gym.
Oh. So.
I didn't stink. I had Lumi on.
Does that work?
Oh yeah, girl.
I've tried it and I didn't think it worked.
It works on me and hallelujah, because after a certain age, my body smell started acting up. I was like, bitch, what is going on? Why you smelling like this? This is a new smell. We need to investigate. And I said,
I mean, not to be TMI, but like all areas. You use
all area. Well, I put it on the inside of my legs down there. I don't put it on because my vagina is very sensitive. So she don't like extracurriculars.
Be getting bejazzled.
Nelly Mar, she listens. Nelly Mar. I'm not going to get a vajay show, but I'm sure you'll get some.
Yo. I want to, man,
you're going to get a vajay show?
That's a job. No. Mm-mm.
Imagine you shave your whole shit. But then, did you see some of the pictures though? Like some of those razor bumps that people had? Them shits look like some of these dudes' chins out here. Ain't nobody trying to fuck that. I'm just saying. So I'm going to keep my shit under the hair.
I don't know. I don't have bumps. I don't have hair. I don't have anything. And I'm so thankful.
You have a beautiful vagina then.
I do. She's gorgeous.
I don't know what's going up on my hair.
It's been well received.
Hey. I don't think mine could be bare. I'm sorry.
It's full of bare. I have this very tiny landing strip.
Oh. Why is it called the landing strip? What's okay, I got it now. I got it.
Oh, where? Yeah, no, where you get?
But instead of like this, you go like this.
Exactly. But you can laser the whole thing. But the funny thing is that when I started the laser process, I was like, first of all, I think TMI, I respect everyone's opinion, but I think a bare vagina is very juvenile. It's
creepy.
It's like
if your husband or man wants a bare vagina, he's a creeper.
And a lot of men.
In my opinion. A lot of men are in my opinion.
Mine too. So I was like, ugh. But then besides whatever, who cares about what the man wants? When you think about the fact that if you're doing laser, you have to literally shave all of your labia. All of it.
Because I heard it burns if you don't put it.
Yes. So you can smell the hair if you missed a hair, and that shit fucking kills. So can you imagine shaving all of the labia? And then P.S.
No.
It's exactly what you imagine. Ready? She got to go in with a popsicle stick. Because she does, I do my ass. I did my ass too. She goes in with a popsicle stick. And she's like, in the labia.
So she opening your ass?
No, she opens your ass, but I didn't get the full front. But if she had to, she would have to open your vagina. and get the hair. So can you imagine missing a hair in there?
No. I'm not getting laser.
So when they ask
I'm not
me,
getting. I'm good.
It doesn't hurt. It's just if you miss a hair, it's not a comfortable thing, because what it is it's a laser, and then there's a little pipe here, and it blows out freezing air, so it's numbing.
Oh, so it's numbing.
Yeah. So as you go, it's numbing.
So they don't go near your clitoris.
So this is what I'm saying. I didn't get the full zillion. I got the landing strip, but people get the full thing, and she would have to go near.
Is there a clitoris guard?
No, bitch.
No. What if she fuck up?
Is a popsicle stick where she goes like this and says.
What if she fuck up and fuck your whole clitoris up, and you never ever got that feeling back?
I don't know.
And by the way, motherfuckers, this shit going like this hard as fuck, that's not a turn on. No, I'm just saying. I just thought about it.
I agree. Please elaborate on that. Elaborate, because they do be out here thinking this.
Not only that, I'm pornos too. Why you going like this all hard and shit?
You're in the wrong.
What are you trying to do? You trying to take the clitoris off the fucking person?
You're in the wrong spot. The clitoris has 150,000 nerve endings, and you are on the negative.
You can just go like that. Yeah, I gotta go. You can rub off somebody's clitoris off their body,
or you could just eat it.
Or lick it.
It's so much easier. No, don't blow on it.
Oh, somebody like to blow.
I had that experience. No.
He's like, don't blow. Okay, back to summer.
Summer. I guess being hairless for summer matters.
It does. I think it does. I think it's a part of unless you want to have hairy legs, then if you like it, I love it. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
a lie. You don't love it.
If they like it, I love it.
You're lying. She's lying. If they like it, I love it. That's a lie.
I mean, if they want to have hairy legs, that's on them.
You just talked about the hair curling at the ankle.
Right.
And I can imagine someone showing up to your house for a barbecue.
Or me telling them you gotta shave.
You would bring a razor out and be like,
I wouldn't bring a razor out, but I would be like, I got some nair in the bathroom.
Meet me in the back. Do you want to hear a story?
They're not going to use my razor.
A story about Nair and me? Ready?
Wait, Nair and me.
Nair and me?
You did not put it down there.
Ready?
Oh, shit.
Shout out to Salama, Andrina, my girlfriends when I was at Sean John. Ready?
Uh-oh.
So I went through a season where I was using Nair for my legs. I didn't want to shave. This was obviously pre-laser. And we were in Miami. We used to go to Miami probably once a month because we thought we was balling when I was making like $30,000 a year. But that's a whole nother conversation because JetBlue at the time was like $49 each way. Anyway, we worked for Puff, so we had to hook up at the Sagamore. People, you throw names and they give you rooms for like $100, but they didn't know it was 6 bitches staying in one room. But that's a whole nother conversation. So we was in Miami living our best lives. I hadn't naired prior to the trip. So I go in, I nair my legs, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? I'm going to nair my bikini area.
Bitch. I think everybody has a nair and pussy story.
Bitch. No, y'all don't.
What happened?
No, y'all don't.
What happened?
I got a tiny bit of nair on my clitoris.
Oh, shit. We just talked about that. What?
When I tell you, I didn't even go out with them that night.
Oh,
I couldn't go out with them that night. I literally had to call room service and get a fan.
To blow on your clitoris?
And I literally...
So were you excited and...
No, not excited
at all.
I love my girlfriends because this is who we are. I spread eagle on the bed.
And they were like hooking you up?
I made them go get Desitin for baby.
You didn't get ice?
I didn't know what to put on that bitch.
You should put ice.
I'm sure I put ice. I don't know. I put Desitin, like when you want the baby.
Yeah.
Bitch. A bitch was like,
what did it feel like?
Can't function. It just burns.
Was it a pleasurable burn?
No.
I don't know that a burn would be pleasurable. After I said it.
No.
After I said it, it sunk. My bad.
Or it should be down there. It should be pleasurable. No.
Some pain is pleasurable.
So this is me. Legs.
Hitting it.
Naked. Hitting it. Guess, you know why I did this? I might be even more intimate with y'all.
Oh, shit.
Because at the time, I used to go topless and I used to wear a little thong.
You still go topless?
I still go topless. But
hey, wait a minute.
Yeah. And in Greece, I was fully nude, but that's a whole nother conversation. If you have any problems with body image or insecurities, just call me.
Don't call her.
Yeah, because I'll be naked. Even with my breast scars, naked. So what happened was, shout out to Salama. Ready? I was in a thong and I'm laying on my front. And
this was after?
No, this is before. Shit. So now I remember why I nared. She goes, Ro, what is that? And I said, what? I had forgotten a patch.
A patch of hair? Poor Jay. He's holding in his laughter. Feel free to laugh, Jay.
So I used to shave my ass. I'm 23.
You used to shave your ass?
Too, because I wore thongs.
Never shaved my ass.
Because I wore thongs.
I never shaved my ass.
And it was peach fuzz. It wasn't even like I had serious amounts of hair.
How do you go about shaving your? You put your leg up.
You put your leg up. You spread a cheek. You shave. And it's easier when you have a man. Or you have a man. You go down.
Your man does it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Not no more because laser. Shout out to Laser Away. But at the time I think it was.
You see, baby, you see the shit that motherfuckers be doing.
I think it was Phil
that you don't be doing for me.
Yeah, Phil will shave my whole back.
But I wouldn't have you shave my ass. I'm sorry, baby. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, he would spread and then shave and spread and then shave.
Oh my God.
And I'd come and be like, am I good? But the funny thing is now in retrospect, it wasn't like I had a hairy ass, but it was like enough peach fuzz where if I wore a thong and it would pop out.
Yeah.
So it just so happened that Salama was like, what is that? And
poppin'?
It was a little patch of hair that I had forgotten. So of course I got super self-conscious. And when I was narrating, I was like,
I'm going to get all of this. And my clitoris.
And burn the shit out of my future. So FYI, please don't narr your bikini area.
If you do, creams now. And they have creams for the bikini area. And they have like a little thing.
To lose hair? To get rid of hair?
Yeah. They have
a cover or something?
Yeah, a little cover for you to put
there. They didn't have the cover.
Well, it was probably not for your vagina.
It was 20-something years ago. It was not for the vagina.
Did you read? Did it say?
Bitch, I don't even know. I was like Samantha. I don't know if you ever saw the episode of Samantha where she started feeling like she was getting older and she found one gray hair in her vagina. And
I'm actually rewatching Sex and the City right now.
She dyed it and it turned orange. Scary, and I think it was Charlotte's baby shower or Brady's birthday or something, and she was carrying, and it's like a bush. Yeah, that was me.
I'm actually rewatching Sex and the City
it's right so now.
Good. I love
it's so good.
I wish they had something like that with Latinas in it, but
you know what? Adrienne Bailon and Julissa Bermudez were ahead of their time because they had a show. I don't know if you remember, they had a reality show for a little bit and they were ahead of their time. And it was actually a really good show. I think they got 1 or 2 seasons and it never continued. But it's also like there was a show, I don't know if it was called In the Heights or something like that with Latinos in the Heights, but it was ahead of its time too. It never picked up the traction. Yeah. And if you notice Miami's also a very specific market, but Real Housewives of Miami, which is mostly Latinas, didn't pick up. It's like for whatever reason,
they have really good drama though. I love all of them Real Housewives.
It's crazy.
I love them all.
It's crazy. So some of my favorite summer memories, you know what? I don't know if I have specific.
There has to be some in New York because I know that when I went to New York in the summer, I love the way the city smells in some areas. Some areas are really, really bad.
I wouldn't ever describe the smells in New York as good.
No, there was some smells like when you were in Central Park, when you were, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just love like greenery, being around greenery or fresh cut grass or a park or, you know, just the sounds and all that stuff. I've always
something up. My favorite summer memory is when Mr. Softee shows up in New York and the icy man, because you know it's summer. Like that's a straight sign of it's summertime.
Yep.
And then another summer memory is we lived in a doorman building, so we had a balcony. And then as soon as Sophie was born, I blew up a pool and put it on the balcony. And I would fucking fill it with water. And when it was hot, she would just lay up in that little pool. But summer in New York, there's something special about summer in New York. You can go eat outside. There's a cafe. There's a
rooftop before the rooftop.
I think that's the difference between New York. That's a huge difference between New York and LA. Like LA is very destination. Like you have to have
a car,
a place to go. You have to know where you're going.
Yeah.
New York is like you get on the train and you pop out, and before you know it, there's a flea market, there's a festival, there's
a farmer's market.
There's that.
Yeah.
You end up at Union Square, and then it's a different vibe. It's definitely a different vibe. My biggest thing is I don't want to raise Sophie there, so New York is not.
Another good memory for me growing up would be the fire hydrant being the water source.
I never had that.
People playing in the water. Oh my God. And I think about it now and I'm like, yo, you know how much money we cost the city? But it was so much fun. And whoever had that big ass wrench to open it, they would come and they would be like the hero because we would be hot as fuck in the park or just sitting around. And they would come and open the fucking fire hydrant. That was the fucking best, bro.
Do you feel like the summers still get that hot?
I think so. I know I get black as hell.
But you spend a lot of time in the park. That's probably a memory for you too.
I've been going to that damn park since I was about 6 years old. My father played, my uncles played, then my cousins played, my brother played, and it's just been a thing. And I love to get grounded there too. I like to take my shoes off and just ground myself every once in a while with just myself and, you know, memories and all that shit, and just seeing the same motherfucking people. And then getting older, but it's something to be said when you share something like that with so many different people.
That you know someone who's been there going for the same
time.
I mean, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Not really myself, but I think that's sweet.
No, but Mr. Softee for us wasn't Mr. Softee. He was like a
the reject version.
Yeah.
What is it called? I think
no, he had Mr. Softee, but there are other where they had like popsicles and, you know, where they had different types of ice creams. It wasn't necessarily the soft serve. So, and then they started bringing candy and sodas and chips. I was like, damn, now y'all bringing the store to us? I'm like, shit. No, but I miss growing up, like, and having those memories. Cause now, you know, it's not the same.
I miss from my daughter, and I realized this living both in LA and here, the fact that where I grew up, which was summer memories too, was that all the kids in the neighborhood knew each other. We all rode bikes together. We all went to the park together. We went to Kennedy Park on our bikes together. And it was like a natural thing to be outside. I feel like kids are not outside anymore. I don't know if it's because of technology or people have fear for their kids to be outside, but now everything is
I think it's a mix of both.
Yeah, it's a set up play day. It's like everything has to be scheduled. But Sophie said, and I may have mentioned this on another podcast, we were driving. We pulled out of our driveway like a month ago, and she was like, you know, we don't know any of our neighbors. And I was like, she's right. I said, we don't. And
wow,
she goes,
for her to notice that.
She goes, but the thing is, in LA, we had a house, but the houses are closer together in LA, unless you live like out of LA proper, but the houses are closer together, and usually you share a driveway. So it's not you share the same driveway, but your driveway and their driveway, you guys, your cars are next to each other. And the truth is, when it's sunny, people go on walks. People are outside. So we knew all of our neighbors in LA, besides the fact that Sophie's father is like the mayor of any place, because he knew everybody in Harlem too, and that was a building. But she brought up such a good point. She's like, she's like, in LA, we know Mr. Frank, we know Miss Brenda, and she went down the list of people. And then here it's that other thing that made me realize, I'm like, and I had to like nicely tell her, I'm like, the weather's different. The houses are more spread out. People just have a different mindset. And then she met our neighbor, ironically, during a snowstorm when they were outside playing in the snow. And I saw her and I was like, let's go. I was like, let's finally meet her. And we haven't seen her since.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm very friendly, but I'm not a neighborly neighbor. Like, I want my house to be...
we discussed that.
I like, okay, we have our neighbors' numbers just in case anything happens and we need to call them. Somebody's in your yard, that type of shit. But as far as, come over. To the left is a cop, and over here is a hoarder. To the right is the hoarder. So.
Is the cop single?
No, somebody moved in with him. Yeah. He's a dog catcher.
Clearly.
Police.
Thirst bomb over here. Anyway, I retract.
You do not want him, girl. I'm going to show him to you. One day you're going to be like, what?
I was joking.
He is like a hunter type guy.
I was joking.
My God. He has labs. He has 2 labs. He goes hunting.
Funny thing is, I got hit on the other day. So here's the funny thing. Okay, people. For whatever reason, people think I get hit on all the time. That is not the truth.
Hit on my girl.
Hit on me. Okay, please. Freddie specifically and Eddie, who are 2 of my closest male friends, they have this impression that I get hit on. Bro, I know you be like fleeing dudes off. I'm like, never in my life, right? I got hit on the other day. He was semi-attractive or whatever.
What race was he?
Girl, he was 20 years old.
20? Okay, with the 20, please.
I said, I wasn't with Sophie, but I said, sir, you know me. I
told you he was 20?
We're talking, very cute, but I knew he was young.
Young, you could tell.
But I didn't think fucking 20.
He shot his shot.
And he was like, he was just talking, flirting, He never, he didn't ask me for my number, but was definitely going there. And then I said, the first time I said, how old are you? And he like skirted around it. Like, it's not important. And I still was like 25, 26.
Would have made a difference if he was 25, 26.
Probably where I am right now in my life. 100%.
That's an all-nighter.
20.
Get ready, girl, because he's going all night.
I'm fine. I can handle it. Trust me. I don't need no blue pills here.
Sure.
20. I had to end the conversation as soon as he said that. Very nice guy.
I mean, that's a compliment.
A
compliment to you, though.
Once again, P.S. The last time I got hit on at Whole Foods in LA. This happened at Whole Foods.
And he was young?
Here. He works there, though.
And he's not like part of the family that owns it?
It's not a Walmart, Amazon, Bezos. No connection. Because I would make an exception.
Yo, 20? He's not even old enough to vote. Wait, you could vote at 18 or 21.
Bitch, that's the scary part. It doesn't matter. 20?
He's legal in Santo Domingo.
We live in America. And he ain't legal in my vagina nowhere.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Limit.
Oh.
Aaron is 30.
Right.
And that scares me.
Well, Jaden's 23. That could be Jaden's friend.
Oh. So, that being said, what are your plans for this summer, though?
I got so many plans. Well, we're actually...
shaving your legs?
I've already started to shave them. Yes. So, I've already started to shave them. I started like 2 months ago. But anyways.
My question is, so in the winter, you don't shave them?
No.
At all?
At all.
No trimming?
No.
Do you shave your private parts?
Yes. But I don't know if it's a thing, but the older you get, the less hair I'm getting for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't have a lot of hair like I used to before. It used to be like, I need to get a landscaper to shave my legs. Or get them braided. I don't know. But now it's less hair. I ain't getting no invitation. I ain't getting no invitation.
Saying if they're offering services for vagifacials?
Vajacial. Yeah. But that's shaving that's lasering everything off. And then
no, the thing is she shaves it. She don't laser it.
Oh. I don't know what
she shaves it.
I don't know what she does, but I do know this, that I'm not getting it done.
Me neither.
So.
And there's a lot of
no new services. Oh my God. And she
even
posted
even after
and she posted them. I don't care how many diamonds you put on that pussy. That shit is ugly as fuck. I don't want to be like, oh my God, that one's my pussy. Ugly ass shit.
Some of them are puffies.
Some of them roast beef. I remember back in the day, guys used to talk about it.
When you went, am I roast beef? Girl, you good.
Ask your man.
You good.
No.
It's like lots.
They talk about that.
Pastrami.
The hanging shit. Mm-mm.
Like a rooster?
Maybe.
This always goes so the hanging shit.
Whew. I'm so sorry. But yeah. Another memory before we pivot to plans. When I used to live in the projects, just having all those people, like you said, just having all those people be all in the same place and sharing in the same experiences.
A lot of memories revolve around community.
I love community. It would be like 7 different fucking girls going at the same time. And people had porches, or they were out on the yard, but it was like a whole bunch of girls. And some girls you don't want to go nearby, Some people were not clean. But a lot of girls were good. Yeah, but a lot of it does involve community. But yes, plans coming up. Thinking about going to Puerto Rico next month for the first Puerto Rican parade in Puerto Rico. That's still in the planning stages. And July is my birthday. I am celebrating a milestone. Jesus. I am getting ARP letters. Shit, this is like 46. Some bullshit. But yes, so we're having a trip. So my son's turning 30, I'm turning 50, and we're doing a big trip to DR.
So he's
going with his friends, his girlfriend and his friends.
Nice.
And the family, which is my sister, her kids, my husband, me and my kids. You're coming. A few of my friends are coming. My best friend is coming. So it's just going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time. I told a couple people I may take a drink. Actually, Jay was supposed to come. I don't know if he's still coming. He's thinking about it. But Rachel and Jules are coming. So it's going to be a good time. I said I might have a cocktail since I'm not going to be transporting any type of gummies down there. I'm going to need some type of.
Transport the gummies?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring some.
Oh, you bring them then. Shit.
Put them in a zip. I'm good.
You bring them. Shit. I ain't trying to get nobody sniffing up in my shit because I'm cuffing some fucking gummies.
Take it.
You be bringing them?
Yeah.
International? Yeah. Lord.
I brought them to...
I be paranoid, sweating and shit. They're going to be like, what's wrong with you? I don't know.
I brought them to Italy. It's not in a carry-on. I just check them in the bag. I say, me lo quitan, whatever. I'll be like, I have trouble sleeping.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, they're CBZ, TBC, HAC.
WXYZ.
Whatever combo they are. Put them in a Ziploc. They're not even in the... Like, calm down. Please arrest people who are fucking trafficking real narcotics.
Right.
Like, it's not that.
Right.
A bitch is trying to have a good time. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You're gonna be 50?
I'm gonna be 50. There's a lot of people turning 50 this year. A lot of my friends. It's so funny because I go through Facebook and everybody's turning 50. I'm like, yo, some of us look good.
And some of y'all don't.
And some of us. And so, yeah, I'm turning 50. That's horrible. It's not too late to start taking care of yourself, though. Take care of yourself. There's too many people talking about, diabetes and their heart and, stuff running in their family like strokes and all this shit. You got to take care of yourself because that shit is not going to say, oh, because it's you, I'm not going to happen.
Isn't that funny that I really feel like people are complacent and scared to do the work, because what happens is you have expectations that you're going to see something within a week or a day. That's not how it happens. Number 2, with taking care of yourself, the problem is that there's no end to it. It's something you do forever. So people have a difficult time understanding that. Okay, maybe, if you're like training for a weight competition, you have a goal, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to just health and living a healthier life, there is no end. So that could be very deterrent to people. But let me explain something to you, and I'm about to preach a little bit, which is fine. Let me explain something to you from someone who has been with someone with a chronic illness for 21 years, who has decided to not take care of himself. Let's be fully transparent. It don't matter how much money you have. It don't matter who your clients are. It don't matter if you've traveled the world, have the opportunity to travel the world again. It don't matter if you fucking work at Costco. It don't matter if you sell drugs. It don't matter if you ain't got no job. When one thing, and I said this to Phil, that you cannot negotiate your way out of is your health. Period.
One body.
And this is not chronic illnesses. This is new illnesses. This is as you get older. This is as you gain weight. This is your blood levels, your high blood pressure. Me, myself, 3 years ago, I had blood tests done. And when the doctor told me I was on the border of high blood pressure, I said, what? Genetics. And I'm someone who's always worked out. I don't really eat fast food. I don't really eat poorly. I'm also not a vegetarian, vegan, exagerada on the other end. But it's like, you can't hide from genetics, and you can't negotiate your way out of your health.
Right.
And it's really sad from a real serious conversation. And that's why Diana and I want to get some health experts, health and wellness experts on here, because culturally we have this thing where we just like, and it's like, really, do you not want to be here? Because that's what happens. People die.
And there's a lot of people. I mean, there's examples of it in your life, in your family.
Like, the random uncle who has a heart attack, who you're like, damn, he's dead. So summer,
and then you got to asking questions like, oh shit, how'd he die? There's heart conditions in our family. Oh,
speaking of, so I freak out. Mind you, I wasn't even going to check the results. And then I'm making an appointment for something else, and I have all these like red exclamation marks. And I was like, wait a minute. And that's how I found out about this blood pressure. Check it. I freak out. I call my sister. She's like, oh yeah, mind you, my sister is a dancer, athlete. Oh, I've had high blood pressure for like 5 years. What? Then I speak to my mom. We have diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, literally all in our family. I'm like, and nobody's having these conversations.
Porque taboo, nena. Anything that's wrong is taboo. Bueno.
Anywho.
So that's the plan.
This summer.
Oh, you're going everywhere.
I'm continuing to stay healthy.
She's going to travel the world.
I'm continuing to work out. I'm doing a lot of traveling.
She's doing a lot of traveling. I'm doing just a little bit. I'm trying to convince I'm not convincing, but I told the kids, instead of Christmas presents and stuff, we should do like Bahamas or something. And they said,
you should. And
yes,
you plan it now, because it gets stupid expensive.
Well, yeah, we got to get out of the DR first.
Jews don't.
We gotta pay for that first.
Jews don't celebrate Christmas. Jewish people, Jews, respectfully, they don't celebrate Christmas. So all the beaches are packed. Like all the resorts, all the beaches. Like, don't think. So it's that.
Well, they don't want to go to Puerto Rico, so
you'd be surprised.
I want to go to Puerto Rico, but they want to go somewhere else.
Puerto Rico during Christmas is
the bomb.
I may join you. It's the best. And I tell you,
to so bad, just fucking live there for like 2 or 3 months.
You could once Thanksgiving, the beginning of November through the middle of January is the best time to be in Puerto Rico. Yeah, you could find a parranda anywhere.
You just want to be there.
Yes. So that's it. Summer plans. I'm not shaving my legs because I'm lasered. I'm not fucking with nobody who is full of bullshit no more.
Shoot your shot with my girl, but you got to be over 30.
You know what?
Or what is it, 35?
Yeah, at least 35. 35 to 45.
Okay, 35 to 45.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot. No. Not like
the
this.
baby shot. Okay.
Shoot your shot.
Full.
Don't give any little indications.
No little indications. I'm just saying. But here's the funny thing, and not to get too deep, that I've come to realize that men, and Jay may agree or not, men need to be needed. They don't know how to be wanted. And I don't
That's deep.
need a man for money. I don't need a man for any sort of financial security. I don't need a man for even emotional security. So I really feel like it's a very specific type of man that's going to be my next season, because they have to be secure. Are very used to being needed, and I don't need. I want someone around, and I want someone to want to be around. So there's a difference. You know, I understand that men usually feel like, trust me, I'm in my feminine, so I don't. There's a lot of things I don't want to continue doing that to me are huge. Taking out the trash, you know, being a manly, all that shit. But I have come to realize that finances plays a huge role in the man's ego, whether they want to admit it or not. And I'm not going to apologize for my success. So there it is.
Boop. Oh, so I also wanted to say, take the trip. Take the trip.
Can you elaborate on that?
Take the trip. Like, people, I know, like my mom hasn't been on a plane for 20 plus years.
What?
We've invited her several times. This time we're like, you're coming and that's it. Like, the plane ticket is no. But I think that just culturally we have like this thing. The only time people want to take a trip is when somebody dies in Puerto Rico, then they're going to go to Puerto Rico to go. Like,
and can we talk about how that becomes like a social event, a family reunion, the funeral? That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. But take the trip. Like, if your girlfriends are going out somewhere and you're so worried about, oh my God, I can't pay for this, I can't pay for that. Pay for the fucking ticket first, save up, pay your other bills, then put some money aside for the hotel room, pay some of the bills, and then bring yourself some money for, you know how much you're going to spend on food. Just take the trip, make memories, take the trip. People are working and doing all this bullshit and they don't enjoy themselves. They don't live life. They're fucking miserable as fuck. Stop being miserable. Even if you go to Lake George, even if you go to fucking Boston, even if you go to New York, just get out of the norm and do some different shit.
I agree.
That's it. Do some different shit. Surround yourself with other shit.
On that note, I want to say that you guys know Amber passed away, and it's already going to be a year in July, which is crazy. And I've had a lot of loss in my life, but something about losing her has really shifted. And I know I've talked about like making conscious efforts to seek joy every day. Obviously, you still make a lot of mistakes in that pattern. But if I need to motivate you, then here it is. I'm going to Miami in April. I'm going to Sardinia in June. I'm going to Puerto Rico in May, because we're going to speak it into existence. I'm going to, did I say Sardinia? Yes, I'm going to Italy, which by the way was planned in an hour. In a group chat, which is less time than it takes to plan brunch. And more importantly, if I was to tell you financially how much it costs, it's less than going to Disney World. And we're staying in a villa in Sardinia. So there's always ways to do it. And then I'm going to Miami, I'm going to LA, and then I'm going to Tuscany. So there it is. Get motivated. And no, you can't come with me. That was just to give you motivation.
Oh, shit.
Take the trip.
Take the trip. And enjoy your summer. Make plans. We're going to be off in the summer because we
are making plans.
And we love the summer. So we're not going to record during the summer.
So if you find us, guess what we'll have? Shaved legs.
And plans. Go outside. Enjoy yourselves.
Adios.
Deuces. Bye.
Gracias for listening to Cositas Mommy Never Told Me. We hope you loved this episode. Make sure you subscribe, follow, and share Cositas Mommy Never Told Me on all your social channels. Todas las redes sociales. And don't forget, if you want in on the real tea and see all of our reactions to the craziness, watch this episode on YouTube. ¡Qué bochinche!